Hey, this is Mark Williams from Swine Life BBQ. Today I have 5 pounds of snow crab clusters. This is one of my favorite recipes just because it's so simple. The crab legs had already been cooked, so all we're doing is reheating them out there in that smoker. Gonna get a lot of good flavors working with it. We're gonna show you how we do this out on the pit, and then we're gonna finish it with a really good butter just for a good dipping sauce. You know it's gonna be good. Let's get started. So the first thing we had to do to these crab clusters is get them thawed. Most likely, if you get them, they're gonna be in a 5-pound box and they're gonna come frozen. All we did is place them in the refrigerator and let them sit overnight, and they'll be good to go the next day. So I am gonna season the outside of these shells, and I know you're thinking, why are you seasoning the outside of the shells? Later on, when we get messy with these babies, it's gonna have seasoning all on our hands, it's gonna incorporate in the meat, and it's gonna add a little bit more flavor. So what I'm gonna do is kind of spread these out, try to get a good even coat on them. First thing, we're gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon over them. And all I have is just one whole lemon. We quartered up. And I know all of it's not gonna get on it, but it's gonna add a little bit of extra flavor. And then once we do that, I have our Mississippi grit here. Now this is a standard AP salt, pepper, garlic, but it does have a citrus note in it. And it's gonna go excellent on these crab legs. And I'm gonna go kind of heavy, kind of get them all flipped over. Do the same thing. So we got both sides seasoned. I'm gonna give these a few minutes on the cutting board, and that'll give us time to get the pit fired up. To get this Outlaw Patio smoker fired up, I'm gonna fill the charcoal basket up with some Royal Oak all natural briquettes. These briquettes stay together really well and create a great coal bed for the stick burner. We'll get tumbleweeds placed underneath, get them lit, get all the doors open, make sure the vents are open, that way that fire can get all the oxygen it can. Give it a few minutes, we'll be ready to start adding some splits. So we got a good bed of coals here. I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of sticks of this smoker wood. I got a little bit of cherry and a little bit of pecan. We're gonna get them nestled in that bed of coals. Give it just a few seconds, let that catch. Get the door closed. Now I got my vent wide open, that way it'll start drawing good. We'll get up to about 275, 300. We'll be ready to put these crab legs on. So this Outlaw Patio's come right on up to 300 degrees. We're gonna get these crab clusters on. There's no way, shape, form, or fashion to put these on. Get them in there. Man, those look good already. Now this is gonna be a quick cook. These crab legs won't stay on there for about 30 or 45 minutes. We're gonna jump in here and make a spritz real quick. We'll come back out in 15 minutes, give them a good spray, and really add another layer of flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and mix up our spritz. What I have is 16 ounces of just water, 2 tablespoons of a crab boil, and then the juice of 2 whole lemons. Get that mixed up. I'm gonna get this poured in this spritz bottle, and then about every 10 minutes we'll go out there and spritz these crab legs. So these crab clusters have been on here for about 10 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and give them a spritz. Now the spritz is gonna add a little bit of flavor to them, but you'll see in just a minute, it's gonna put steam in the cook chamber. That's gonna help these crabs cook. Spritz them down good. And then get the lid shut. We'll give them another 10 minutes, come back out and spritz them again. So it's been almost 30 minutes. We're gonna give them their last and final spritz. Man, I wish y'all could smell them. Spray it down one more time. And that'll be it. We'll get the lid shut. They should have about 10 more minutes. We'll be ready to take them up. So the crab legs got about 10 more minutes out there on the pit. Now it's a good time to get your butter made. I got 3 sticks of melted butter in this Dutch oven, so it'll stay good and hot. We're gonna add a half a tablespoon of chives. And then we got a half a tablespoon of grit and a half a tablespoon of grind. You can substitute any kind of barbecue rub you would like. Just wanna bring in a little bit of sweetness to really wake up that crab leg flavor. We'll get that mixed in. And then I got juice of 1 lemon. I'm gonna pour it in slow. The butter's still piping hot. And then this is ready for some crab legs. Let's go get them off the pit. So we got the crab legs on the cutting board. It was a total cook time of about 45 minutes. A good rule of thumb to check to see if they're ready to come off is that outside shell is gonna start getting really dry. And of course, you never hurts to pull one off, crack it open and see what it's like. So I'm gonna get this one right here off the top, break one of these legs off, separate it at the joint. We'll try the little end first. Shells are breaking really easy. Of course, that meat pulls right out. They got a great flavor. You can taste the smoke. You can taste the salt from the rub. Oh man, that's a good bite. This is one of my favorite things to do on the pit. So we'll have to get in here the butter. Use me a little crab shell to kind of stir it up. Take another leg, break it at the joint as well. Try it in that butter. The butter puts it over the top. It's a little work to get to them, but man, it's worth it. You know that's a good bite. That crab meat's so sweet. I'm gonna sit here and just eat this whole pile before it's all said and done. These crab legs carry on a great flavor. You get a hint of that smoke, and of course the rub we put on the outside, believe it or not, gets on your hands. You can taste it the whole time you're eating. The butter's just a showstopper. It just tops it all off. I'm gonna have to dive into these. We appreciate y'all checking this video out. If y'all got any questions, shoot us a message on Facebook or Instagram. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see y'all next time.